Hello, my dear friends. I hope you all are doing good. This is Prashant Mauni, and I warmly welcome all of you to Study IQ. Today is Saturday. I'm sure you have some sort of plan for your weekend, and you should enjoy your weekend because I believe that the whole week you have given your best. So we need a little bit of rest. Now, dear friends, Study IQ provides pen drive and tablet courses for your preparation for various different exams, right? We cover a range of different exams, and to know more about it, just check out studyiq.com. With this, dear friends, today's picture challenge is going to be a bit difficult for some of you because the person that you can see on your screen, you don't find him that much in news. But for all those of you who are preparing for civil services examination, this person's story is very inspiring. That's all I can say. With this, let's crack on. The first item that we have got is pertaining to judiciary. Now, I'm going to take a little bit of time to explain things that are given here. First of all, President of our country, Sri Ramnath Kovind, has laid the foundation stone of Nyay Gram project. Now, remember, you find this sort of questions in sort of MCQ form, right? Nyay Gram project works under or recently launched, or Nyay Gram project was in news, things like that. And then you would be asked under which High Court you find this Nyay Gram project. So make sure it is Allahabad High Court. Now, dear friends, we have talked about this thing quite a lot of time, and I'm sure it is going to be very easy for you to understand this, that judiciary is part of one of the basic thing of our setup of our democracy, isn't it? We know that it is part of the three pillars that we talk about, right? One pillar is judiciary. We also talk about this 3+1, or generally we say that media is the fourth pillar, which is right as well. We have talked about media quite a lot of time. Yesterday as well, media was in news, isn't it? In terms of PIB, it was on board. We talked about Venkaiah Naidu ji and things like that, right? So judiciary is a cornerstone of our democracy, no doubt about it. And he has said that freedom of judiciary is one of the most important thing. As you can understand, dear friends, what happened in the recent past in terms of judiciary and you can say democracy of our country, we know that National Judicial Appointment Commission was, you can say, the government passed this bill. It was a constitutional bill. And when it comes to this sort of important items like judiciary and state laws, not state law but tax laws and things like that, so we know that during GST as well, this constitutional amendment during GST required a sort of nod or green signal from more than 50% of states legislative assemblies, right? And okay, let me break it down for you. So here you have say for example National Judicial Appointment Commission, right? So this is a constitutional, it was a constitutional amendment. And when it comes to important topics like say for example judiciary or tax or things like that, so it is important that you should pass this particular bill from Lok Sabha as well as Rajya Sabha, right, with a special majority, right? Special majority. And with this you have to pass this particular bill from at least 50% of states legislative assembly. I hope these things are clear now. We have 29 states, so you can understand that at least you need, say for example 16 states, right? You need this bill to pass from 16 states legislative assembly, then and only you can have this this National Judicial Appointment Commission. So everything was done. And finally, the Supreme Court rejected this, or it declared this thing as unconstitutional. One of the main reasons that was given by the Supreme Court was it was breaching, or it was you can say intruding with the freedom of judiciary. And this is, I think, right as well, because the thing is, if we see the history of the Supreme Court so far, then we can safely say that the people of our country, we do trust the Supreme Court. It's not because we trust it because it has all the power, because the Supreme Court has reasonably, it has delivered, right? It has delivered results. And that is one of the main reasons why it is considered fearless and independent too. Now the thing is, if you have politicians who are going to appoint judges of Supreme Court and High Court, then what will happen is eventually these politicians will, or the government, right, will take over judiciary as well. And what a new thing, the thing that we see in bureaucracy, we know that many bureaucrats, right, they are inclined towards one particular political party, because what happens is, from the very beginning they are supporting, say for example, party A or party B, and if party A is in power, then they will have a very good career, these bureaucrats. And so we don't want to see something similar when we talk about judiciary. So this is well protected. NJAC is no more. So that's it regarding it. One more thing that I would like to highlight here is paradox that we see in our democracy. At one point of time we have full faith in judiciary, but yet when it comes to when we are in trouble, then we find it very difficult, right? We take ages to decide whether we want to knock the doors of judiciary or not. What are the need of the hours? I'm just going to quickly take you through it. I'm sure you will think about it, and you should think about all these things, right? The first one is providing justice on time. Justice delayed is justice denied. B, making the justice system less expensive. The huge amount of money, right, the fees that are charged by High Court and Supreme Court lawyers are impossible for a common man to pay. Then you have providing judgments in the language understandable to the common citizen, ensuring justice for women and weaker sections in society, and strengthening judicial infrastructure. We have talked about it, electronic items, and we need a tech-savvy judiciary system which can make it more effective and efficient. With this, dear friends, the President also talked about judicial officers and their trainings and things like that. And in this way, if we invest in infrastructure of judiciary, we can have good judicial academies, and they can produce some bright judges that will change the way things are going on in our democracy. With this, dear friends, one of the most important thing that I can find in today's PIB is pertaining to e-way bill. Now I will explain you what e-way bill is all about, but before that, let's go through some basic items regarding GST. You have GST Council. It was its 24th meeting. I'm sure you know how it works, and you have to. There is a sort of decision, right? The central government has, you can say, 33% of voting power is with the central government, and the rest, 66%, is with the states, right? And representatives of different states are also part of GST Council. It is the finance minister who is the chairman of, or chairwoman, just in case in future if we have a female finance minister. So Arun Jaitley at present is the chairman of GST Council, and this meeting took place via video conference, and it was about e-way bill. Now e-way bill will be, this mechanism will be implemented from 1st June 2018, and the thing regarding e-way bill is, if you are sending items worth 50,000 or more, then you would need a pre-registered online e-way bill. Now what e-way bill is all about, dear friends, as I told you that goods more than 50,000, then you have to have e-way bill, and we will see some changes in the future as well. The things that we are talking about is a sort of curtain raiser, right? We are just raising the curtain that is there on this e-way bill thing. So if you are a transporter, if you are a supplier, or if you are a buyer, you would require an e-way bill number, right? You would require, if you want to supply it from one state to another, say for example from Jammu and Kashmir to, say, Bihar, right? If you are sending something, then you would require this EBN. This is must after 1st June. So let's see how things will roll out. So far, keep this thing in mind, and hopefully we will learn something more about it in near future. Even if you are, one more thing that I would like to add here, that it covers both registered as well as unregistered businesses or persons. That means even if you are not falling under GST, then as well you have to have this e-way bill. So keep this thing in mind. With this, dear friends, let's head towards northeastern part of our country. On your screen you can see an image of northeastern states. So you have 7 states here, and when you say 7 plus 1, then you add Sikkim as well over here, isn't it? So please keep this thing in mind. I'm sure this is clear. If not, then do spend some quality time after the picture that is available on your screen. You would be able to download this lecture slide from our Telegram as well as my Facebook page and from our website as well. And you can also use your Atlas, or you can say your map book, right, to go through to understand this portion in a bit in-depth fashion. Right, so Prime Minister spent nearly 1 full day. He was here in this northeastern part. He visited Mizoram and Meghalaya. So let's see what he has got for Mizoram. 60 megawatt Tuirial hydropower project was dedicated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi to the nation and of course to Mizoram, and this is going to generate electricity in Mizoram. It is going to help in navigation, right? Sea planes are going to be used as Prime Minister has indicated. Then of course it will be used for water usage, both domestic and industrial, as well as drinking purposes, and ecotourism will go up. With this, dear friends, Mizoram will become the 3rd state in the region to be power surplus, right? It will have extra power. So the demand of power, you have demand, and the supply is more than your demand, so basically the prices are going to be down, and in this way this Mizoram can sell electricity to Myanmar as well. So it's good news for Mizoram. With this, Meghalaya has got a road, right? This is a Shillong-Tura road, which is connecting other parts as well. And Prime Minister has said that this project will reduce transportation cost, besides serving as an east-west corridor for Meghalaya. With this, dear friends, as you can see here, right, this is Chiken's Neck portion, and because of this Chiken's Neck or Siliguri corridor, northeastern state has not developed to its full potential. You know it very well that this is a hilly portion, generally speaking. So tourism in terms of scenic beauties and honeymoon destinations and other things are they have potential here. And if we have electricity, if we provide good transportation and other things, then this can give a tough competition to some of the best tourist destinations in the world. And with this road, this Meghalaya is going to come on the top table of our country and hopefully in the world as well. With this, dear friends, let me quickly show you that what is an alternative method of connecting to our northeastern part. We have used this Kaladan multi-modal project. It is on at present, means the work is in progress. Hopefully in near future we will see its operationalization as well. From Haldia, you reach here Sitwe waterways, then you take Kaladan river waterways again, and then via roadways you reach here in Mizoram. And with this, Prime Minister also talked about Act East policy and trilateral highway, which will connect India, Myanmar and Thailand. So northeastern states will get access to ASEAN countries as well. With this, today is Vijay Divas. Hats off to all brave soldiers, boys and girls, included everyone, back office ones and field workers, everyone, right? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for protecting our country. And this war took place in 1971, dear friends. Of course, India won this war over Pakistan, and a new nation came into being, Bangladesh, right? And Bangladesh is so thankful to India for our intervention, because after independence, we had two Pakistan. One was East Pakistan and the other one was West Pakistan. East Pakistan is, it was East Pakistan at present we know it as Bangladesh. It is a totally different country now. Earlier on it was under control of this West Pakistan. Anyways, dear friends, naval power played a very important role. I'm sure you might have watched this movie called Ghazi Attack, right? And if you want to know something more about Indian naval ships, then we have recently launched a video lecture on INS Calvary submarine, so make sure you check that one out. With this, dear friends, today's answers are Mahatma Gandhi rubber is cultivated in these three states of Kerala, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Nandan Nilekani was the person in the picture. And today's questions are: the Russian revolutionaries derived their ideology from the doctrines of Lenin and Stalin. Marx and Engels, and Lenin and Engels. And then you have second question is: which of the following is biodegradable? Paper, DDT, plastic or aluminium? With this, dear friends, I end this discussion. Enjoy your weekends, right? Make sure you check out our videos as well. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. I will share this PDF on my Facebook page as well as our Telegram channel. Till then, enjoy your studies. I will see you all soon on Monday. Goodbye for now. Jai Hind.